Hi, what do you say? You want to go make a movie? Yeah? Hi, Precious. What a good boy. Happy Sunday, August 6th. And it's just after 10 o'clock. Already up to about 68 degrees. It's going to be a little warmer today. But humidity is still on the low side, especially for beginning of August. Doing pretty good that way. Dooryard, everything is happy. Although the campanula over here and the lilies are kind of done. But the vinca vine and the nasturtium, jungle gym, still having fun. Still got a lot of color here. But look who opened up. We have our stargazer lilies. Even more gorgeous with some sunshine behind there. Yeah, we still have this one just starting to open. And one down below there still waiting to open. And this one here decided to face that way. So, and it smells wonderful. Absolutely beautiful smell to these. So the purple dragon back here is still got flowers on it. And I'm not sure if it was just like a second batch that's going a little slower. And the I'm going to check back this bugleweed. I don't know if you can tell, but these leaves have gotten nice and big and broad. And it's just spreading. It's great ground cover. Okay, so the hosta starting to run out of blooms on here. Oh, kind of drying up. But hydrangea. I hope the color doesn't break the camera here. Look at that color. And I'll go slow just so you can see the variation. I love this one here. Let me zoom in on it. Same bloom. There's just a different color on there. What's going on, big boy? What's down there? We can go see. And we still have more coming. So we are not in any kind of shortage here. And now look at this one down here with the speckles on it. And isn't that, look at the color on this patch here. It's just fantastic. And the stargazer lilies back here too. So we have, yeah, just these two. That color. What is it? Huh? What are you hearing? Are you hearing something or smelling something? We can go over here. It's warm. Morning light. So, look at how big, my shadow, the butternut squash is. These leaves are huge. And now we're spilling all the way out, and this end here is just up to the edge of the shed there. And the corn is maturing nicely. Get over here and out of the direct sun so you can see a little more detail, but let's see, that ear right there, that's almost a proper size ear of corn. And just this morning we got our first blossom on the butternut, and that does appear to be a male flower, but this means at least that they'll be starting to flower. Okay, so take a look at this. Two sunflowers that are still here. This one, as you can see, is already done, but this one in all its glory. This dragonfly also got a little bit of fur that I put in the suet feeder. It looks like birds have been plucking at it lately. So this climbing hydrangea here, so this one that I had made a mark over here, it's up and going to the side. And the ones in back are nearly up to that post. I want to step in here too so you can kind of see just how much it's wrapping around and grabbing on. So you can see up in here it's coming out through again, and this one back here all the way up. So that one's at my eye level. And then the plant down below here is doing really good. Step over here. You going after chipmunks? Chipmunks are teasing him. Very happy with these sunflowers. We're going to have to be really careful that the deer don't get over here and destroy them once they start flowering. This is all wide open for them. Are you going to protect us from the deer? You going to protect the flowers from the deer? Okay. Well, I promise I'll pay attention every time you're barking out the window. So even without the sun on here fully, still got enough power in that solar panel. Get the fountain going. Hi, Mr. Bee. Enjoying the bee balm. Big bees, little bees. And we're still getting the hummingbird moths in here. Almost every day I've seen them going around, and the hummingbirds as well. The hummingbirds have been checking out the bee balm all around the yard. Got little moths coming on to enjoy. The liatris has been attracting bees as well, and butterflies. Oh, there's a little bee right there, actually. So, got a good amount on the red bee balm, you know, this side and on the other side of the tiger lilies. And that sun just hitting the banana lilies there. And there's still a number left to go on there too. It's amazing how tall this can get once it doesn't get too much damage over the winter from that heavy wet snow. This would have been this tall years ago. The black-eyed Susans are still going strong. Checking these little brown moths on there. You're starting to get a lot of the grasshoppers now popping out of the lawn and flying around. Don't want to forget about these sunflowers. So I still got the bunch of lower ones, and then this variety here. We really haven't done much with this garden over the years. Most of the stuff was already here. There were lilies and Solomon seal. So it just happens to keep going strong. But we clear it out every once in a while. But the meadowsweet still flowering, still attracting the critters. And no flowers yet on this hydrangea, but still getting new leaf growth coming in. Hey Sebastian! Whoop, here he comes. Crash! Hi! I know, we're gonna go. He's been so excited. Every day we go up and visit the vegetable garden. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a note here so I can cut, because I'm gonna walk down to see the other thistle that's down there. I took some pictures this morning, but I don't think they came out with enough light to really enhance. So walk down here a little bit. I have to get down here and trim all this high grass and trim all the branches off to the sides there. Little by little my trail is getting grown in. So over here, I'm going to try to get behind the light a little bit. If you can see it, this is the huge thistle plant. So I'm holding this at my eye level. And just so you can see just how high, I know the sun is getting back there, but reaching up to here is how high those go. So this thing is probably close to almost 7 feet. And just some of them are just starting a little bit, but some of them are full on back here. All right, want to go back up? Whoosh. All right. Blue sky. I'd like to get out and get some yard work done, but I did a lot yesterday afternoon. I was basically doing up the driveway what I still have to do on that path down there. You know what's coming. Just going to pause here for outside the fence so you can appreciate how far the pumpkins are reaching. But before we get to the veggies, just an update on all of these blossoms that are getting ready on the hydrangea all over. All coming in nice and strong. And I think we're going to have some monsters again this year too. Oop. So yeah, the red bee balm here is still going nice and strong. Maybe losing little petals here and there, but still seeing the hummingbirds looking out the kitchen window, enjoying these. And the hosta here too is almost done. Just about nothing left on the Sweet William, but getting ready to get the seeds though. Just put those around more. And this last week this guy wasn't quite open, and it's still opening, a couple petals to go. Watch, get this little bit of vine growing through here. But we still have lilies back here. All right, so those played out, and now these come in. So the timing is really good on these. But this one has to here. So there's a bunch of blossoms on it. Still has a good amount. the chipmunk teasing you. Oh, even the elephant here. Most of the flowers are done. Okay. Let's see what the veggies have been doing. My poor little orphan beans. They are growing together though, and they are wrapped around the twine, so now I don't have to worry that any heavy rains are going to push them down. It's just up to them how quick they want to grow, how tall they want to get. They do seem to get off to a slow start. Alright, so a new addition to the garden. We got some dill and planted it because apparently, for some reason, no one has dill. And with all the pickles, we'd really like some fresh dill to put in to make those. So here's the update on the sweet potato. And we just kind of walled it off a little bit so that someone has a visual clue what to avoid. Just careful. Wow. Easy. Yep. All right. You're running around here like the donkeys used to run around here. Careful where your big clodhoppers are going. Easy at the peppers. You're exhausting me. This morning when we were out in the garden, this corn plant here, Sebastian was taking a great deal of interest in. You can actually see the dirt from his mouth sniffing around on there. I think he's made the connection because we've been buying corn at the farm stands and having that a few times a week, and he always gets a little bit, and he really likes corn, so I think the nose has made the connection. All right, so that is bigger than a soccer ball, just a little bit bigger than a soccer ball now. So at this point we're going to wait for that one to start turning color, to mature. I'll go back. I know I got to step back at that rock so you can compare the size of the patch. But we also have back here this one, which I swear has grown since this morning, but that one is that's pretty big too. I don't have a comparison. It's much bigger than a grapefruit. We have another one back here, I think somewhere toward the end. Look at this pokeweed, pokeberry? Pokeweed? All this is nothing. It just grew from out of the ground this year. And when we had the donkeys, I had to go through and uproot it. For all the years except the last 2, it wasn't even here at all. And then it started growing in. I don't know if the chickens were keeping it at bay. And then when we started losing chickens, it started coming on its own. But then I had to pull it because that's not good for donkeys. But now that we don't have to worry about the livestock, we're just going to let it grow because the birds like it, including the cardinals, which I'm pretty sure are nesting up here somewhere. This is the first year I've heard cardinals all summer. All right, so I got to step back at the rock and we'll get the picture here. The zoom is the same, and click. We actually got an accidental potato out of the ground. Dee was doing some work up here, pulling some weeds and working around the rows, and noticed that a potato actually rolled out of the mound. So we took that in. All right, we'll go and look at peppers. Bell peppers, another big one here, but there's still 2 more little ones back there. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. Excuse me. This one has some hidden in there as well. And what this back one had? There's some more little ones back there. But look at the banana peppers. So there's 4 on there. There's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that one. That one has 3, 6. Another smaller one. That one's got 3 with 2 small ones. This one has 3 with 2 small ones. And I'm probably going to pick some of those today. But I also wanted to walk back here so you can appreciate the pumpkins. So the plants were like kind of near the corn there. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, plants. So the vines are going all the way up there, all the way here into the potatoes, connecting all the plants all the way down to the log, past the log, over the log. And then we have this one here climbing up the dump pile here, as well as another vine in between going down to the, on this side of the log, going almost as far as that one. So, 4 pumpkin plants. You going in the soil? Okay. I'm sure there's all kinds of interesting bits back there. So, again, the cabbage is slow, but the celery's looking good. I think banding was definitely the way to go, especially with it being up here. And whatever happened to this broccoli, this was the early one that had broccoli and it immediately bolted. But here's one, and these were all planted at the same time. But now that head is bigger than a walnut. That one is almost a walnut, and the one back there is a little bit bigger than a walnut too. And these sunflowers here, pretty sure these are the Mexican sunflowers. Finally getting vigorous. So you can see we do have some of the lettuce interspersed up here. It's the fancy lettuce. This is the other lettuce that we've already harvested some from. I took another 3 oversized cucumbers out of the pickle side here. One of them almost looked like a baby watermelon. It was so round. It was more of a football shape. But yeah, so there's another one that I missed. I thought I saw the one up against the fence. Not that little one, bright color, behind it. This monster here, where's my, oop. Yeah, that one in the back, dark green. But you can see we still got so many little pickles here. Oh, I see another good sized one back there too. So these are the sunflowers. Again, this one is well above my head. With another good sized one next to it, and then that one in the front as well. We also did some more of the we got new Swiss chard plants that we're doing in the center here. And the heavy tomatoes. We're finally starting to get some color on that one in the back. So those were the original ones that started almost shortly after we planted it. But another small patch up there. And yeah, and nope, there's another big cucumber back there. And then the cucumbers all the way out to this little solar light here. That one out there going to that solar light and already touching on this. I won't be surprised if these get on top of the stump. But look at all the flowers on the cucumber still. And these are the more salad variety cukes. Okay, so, whoa, easy. That was actually kind of graceful. He has been getting really good about jumping over plants and avoiding them, but we have an eggplant there, and we have an eggplant here. I think that's it so far. But all the plants do have flowers on them, so we're just waiting for them to convert. Yep. So those are more the garden cucumbers there. And the marigold's still flowering, still new heads on them. beans and sunflowers. And no activity on my bat box yet. Okay, so we have this one's climbing here, red runner bean. This is the one that's been really tall, so this is now almost, well, it's higher than my head. It's up to here, so that's up to at least 6.5 feet. But it's only got that much farther to go before it runs out of fencing. Next to that, we have a nasturtium that's enjoying this climbing game. And we have another red runner here trying to catch up to its friend. And I've been trying to encourage all of these guys in the back here. I think these are the other variety of bean, which I was not able to find the name for. Actually, oh, can I get that camera in here? I don't want to hurt it, but there's actually bean on there. You see it? There you go. So yeah, it's a little... As they get bigger, we'll surely get... Oh, there's actually another little tiny bean back here. Well, not that tiny anymore, but... Come on, don't be shy. There you go. Aren't those pretty? So yeah, those are the ones with the purple flowers. So we have the variety of sunflowers. And even the ones that got knocked over early. Look how thick the stem is. And it's still alive. Alright, I think the only thing back here, Sebastian, now is just to update on the butternut squash back here, which there's just not much to update on. They're really not making much progress. I thought I had seen one that was getting the growth, was actually putting a feeler out, but every time we get a heavy rain, it's just, they're getting nailed again with all the mud splattering up on them. So, alright, Sebastian, I think that's the update. Garden's looking great though. It's going to be another good day of sunshine, and then during the week we could get more rain than we've been having. So, just in time, because a lot of the ground is starting to finally dry out. We don't need the ground to get soft again. We need everything to get it, especially those cooler ones like the cabbages and stuff back there. You know, they could go another couple of weeks without any rain. There's enough moisture in the soil. But everything has really been enjoying the sun, as you can tell. So, you need a good drink? Okay. Thank you for being a good boy in the garden. Good boy. Isn't he beautiful with the sunshine on him? Yes. I think we're almost done. Let's go down the path here. See how our nasturtiums are doing. Going toward the sun. Okay, some of you are looking pale. I don't think they have moisture. These guys are spilling out nicely. I gotta check. I thought we were getting more of the orange flowers earlier, the orange and the red. I wonder if the nasturtiums kind of, with time, if the color of the flowers change. That's something I have to make a note to check out. The vinca vines. Nice little feature. And this guy back here, and look at, there's just some sunshine coming through on the thing. There's little mushrooms that have painted red, and the sun coming down is just catching that. All right, so I think that's going to be a wrap. Do some more cleanup today and enjoy this weather. So here we are, we're into August. We have so far 2 big pumpkins. We're still waiting for any butternut squash. and we are inundated with cucumbers. And it looks like we'll have some potato or tomatoes to enjoy. So I'll leave you with that thought. I won't shout for Sebastian, he'll be coming, but thanks for taking a garden tour with us, and we'll talk next week. Thanks again.